Hi, welcome to Sunshine, the program of the morning. Today we have great surprise for you. Let's start with the headlines.
International news, national news, happy news, cooking with us, cinema.
In the international news, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson U.S. strikes in Syria send a message. Washington, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says the U.S. missile strikes against Syrian Airbus retaliation for a chemical weapon attack carries a message for any nation operating outside, outside of international norms. He didn't specify North Korea, but the context was clear enough.
If you violate international agreements, if you fail to live up to covenant, if you become a threat to others at some point, a responsibility legally to be undertaken. Tillerson told ABC's this week. There was little about the missile strike would be seen in Pyongyang as a message. The North has long claimed that the U.S. is preparing some kind of assault against in and justify its nuclear weapons and defensive in nature. U.S. Navy ships are a common presence in the Korean Peninsula region and serve in a part as show. A force. On Saturday night, the Pentagon said a Navy carrier strike group was moving toward the Western Pacific Ocean to provide more a physical presence in the region. President Donald Trump National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster described the decision to send to carry group as prudent. He said Trump and China's President Xi Jinping had agreed that North Korea's pattern of provocative behavior was unacceptable and the U.S. was acting accordingly. This is a rogue regime that is no nuclear capable regime. So the president has asked us to be prepared and give him a far-ranging option to remove that threat to American people and our allies and partners in that region, McMaster said on Fox News Sunday. North Korea has pledged to bolster its defense to protect and against airstrike. The North called the U.S. action in Syria absolutely unpardonable and said it proves that its nuclear weapons are justified to project the country against Washington, ever more reckless moves for a war. The comments were made by a foreign ministry official and Caribbean North Korea state-run Korea Central and Agency on Sunday. The report did not name the official, which is common in key CNA reports. Trump and South Korea later acting President Hong Kong Kai-ab spoke by phone on Friday, according to the White House, which said they agreed to stay in close contact about North Korea and other insights. Trump has said China, with its ties to North Korea, should deal with its neighbor, but that the U.S. was prepared to act on its own if necessary.
Trump and South Korea's later acting president Han Kyo-han spoke by phone on Friday, according to the White House, which said they agreed to stay in close contact about North Korea and other issues. Trump has said China, with its ties to North Korea, should deal with its neighbor, but that the U.S. was prepared to act on its own if necessary. The National New Dark School tops 57 Cartagena Film Festival. Latin America longest running film festival, Cartagena's Film Festival in northern Colombia, culminated on Monday awarding Dark School of Bolivian director Kiko Russo the award for Best Picture.
Russo's drama set in a Bolivian mining town walked away with the top prize for Best Picture. Russo's first feature that the film has been a success since its premiere at Locarno Festival in Switzerland.
and has also won award at festivals in San Sebastian, Rio de Janeiro, and Valdivia. Vladimir Duran picked up two, two awards for his latest film So Long Enthusiasm. The Colombian director received the prizes for Best Director and Best Colombian Film. The family drama tells the story of a young boy called Alex who lives with his mother and their three sisters in an apartment in Buenos Aires. It would be a perfectly normal story if only the mother was impersonated in one of the rooms. The Blind Chris, directed by Christopher Murray, won the coveted Critics Award. The Chilean drama film was nominated for a Golden Lion Award at the Venice Film Festival. Tells the story of spiritually guided man who crosses a desert thinking he can perform a miracle and hail a wounded friend. Aquarius emerging victorious in the gem category, a comparatively new category at the Cartagena Film Festival. The gem celebrates the best of international cinema with 12 nominations from 10 countries. Aquarius, directed by Clender Mendonca Filho, tells the story of a woman named Clara who is the last remaining resident in a small apartment block and refuses to move and make way for a new, bigger building. The prizes for both Best Director and Best Film in the documentary competition when a Paraguay's Paz Encina for ejercicios de memoria. This year, special guests at the festival included French actor Vincent Cassel, renowned filmmaker Api Chatpong, were Razay Takol, and legendary French actor Denis Lavant. Most important winners: Best Picture, Dar School Kiro Russo, Best Director, So Long Enthusiasm Vladimir Duran, Best Colombian Picture, So Long Enthusiasm Vladimir Duran, Best Colombian Director, Señorita María Rubén Mendoza, among others. In happiness news, Don't Worry, Be Happy seems to have bypassed the Caribbean. New York, USA, the 5th Annual World Happiness Report, written by a group of independent experts under the aegis of the United Nations, was published on Monday, but the concept immortalized in song of Don't Worry, Be Happy, often erroneously attributed to Bob Marley, seems to have bypassed the Caribbean. In fact, out of a total of 155 countries listed, of 34 that could be considered part of the Winter Caribbean are mainland countries: Mexico 25, Guatemala 29, Panama 13, and Colombia 36. The first island country listing, somewhat surprisingly, given the rapid crime problems there is Trinidad and Tobago 38. This is followed by two more Central America countries, Nicaragua 43 and Belize 50. The next Caribbean island is Jamaica 76, followed by Venezuela 82, another island, the Dominican Republic 86, and Honduras 91, all in Central America. Bringing up the regional rear possibility to on one surprise is Haiti 145. Happiness is increasingly considered the measure of social progress and is measured by the report on the basis of 6 key variables, each of which digs into a different aspect of life. These 6 factors are GDP per capita, healthy years of life expectancy, social support, and I'm sure by having some to count on in times of trouble. Trust as measured by a perceived absence of corruption and government and business, perceived freedom to make life decisions, and generosity as measured by recent donation. The full table below shows the Asperger score scheme people to evaluate the quality of their current lives on a scale of 0 to 10 for each country averaged over the years 2014 and 2016. Cooking with us. Appetizer, cheese. Ingredients: Chinese in black, eggs, wheat flour, Doritos, oil. Preparation: cut the cheese in slices not so thin and in form of triangle. In a bowl pour the wet flour, in other the scrambled eggs, and for last in other bowl the crushed Doritos. Then cover it the triangle with the scrambled eggs. Take a triangle and cover it with wet flour. Then cover in the triangle with the scrambled eggs again. For last, cover it with the crushed Doritos till them is very well covered. Refrigerate for 10 minutes. In a saucepan, pour out oil for fry the triangles and leave on high heat. With the oil very heat, fry every triangle during some minutes. Serve upon out napkins for eliminate the excess of grease. For lovers of the genre of horror, The Autopsy of Jane Doe, also known in Latin America as The Morgue, it's a movie that makes us jump out of the chair. In my opinion, the names are very appropriate for the movie since it takes place in a family mortuary in where we watch the autopsies and process that only do in this place. I think that if I had to change the name of movie will be Hidden Message because I think that there is things that can see it to naked eye. Sometimes it's necessary search where you least expected it. This movie is of suspense, mystery, and horror, produced in United States and United Kingdom for director Andre Allredal in the year 2016, but arrived at the Rooms of Cinema of Latin America on April of 2017. The locations are perfect for the argument of the movie because are dark places and mysterious happens in the basement of the house where they have the family mortuary. This movie tells the story of a guy and his father. They are medical specialists and work in a family mortuary. A day like any others, they receive the body of a young woman for make. Here the autopsy and discover how they died. With more dating, strange things begin to happen despite of all that is going on. They continue working, but discover that are in serious problems and that never they will be able out of there. I like the movie. I think that the argument is perfect because it is a theme that the lovers of the genre ever wanted to see. The story and the characters are very good represented, and I really jump in from my chair.